Over 200 years ago, this is what sleep looked like. We slept in 2 blocks. Each block would last about 4 hours, and there would be about a 2 or 3 hour break in between. This was seen as a peaceful waking. Since then, it's clear that our sleep pattern has changed, potentially for the worse. Today's sleep practices are mainly because of this guy, Dr. Nathaniel Kleitman. Seen as the father of sleep, he was the first to coin the term sleep hygiene, paving the way for sleep medicine, for insomniac, sleep deprivation, and optimizing our sleep for today.
I am Chin Moi Chow.
So this is Professor Chin Moi Chow. She's a professor from the University of Sydney.
My background in research is in the area of sleep, and I've been doing this for many years since my PhD.
So I spoke with her to find out how exactly do we optimize our sleep hygiene and to explain some of the mysteries of sleep.
The first recommendation is keep your rise time constant.
So there's something called your circadian rhythm. Think of it like a set of tasks or routines that your body naturally goes through. But by waking up at the same time every single day, it makes sure that this rhythm starts on the right track so it stays on routine.
Second recommendation is exposure to light in the morning, 20 to 30 minutes.
So this is a visual of what your circadian rhythm looks like. Its job is to control our energy levels, body temperature, hormones, all that stuff. But this rhythm doesn't really work on its own. It's controlled by light. Getting that morning exposure in helps us feel awake. It reinforces our rhythm so that come nighttime, we're ready for bed.
One reason why getting up early is so important.
And one thing that is underrated, really underrated, I've changed this as well and it's helped so much, but it's your sleep environment.
The bedroom needs to be dark and quiet, and also the ambient temperature should be around 18 to 20 degrees centigrade.
But what I found to be my biggest problem is this. Well, it's not really because of this, it's just what I do in it.
We should look at the bedroom as being sacred. Sacred as in bed is only for 2 things, sleep and sex, that's all.
And that's the problem, there's no barrier now. Our bedroom is now an extension of work, Netflix, chilling. Bed is meant to be sacred, it's meant to be for sleep, and boom boom, keep it like that.
Anything that contains high level of tryptophan, which is an amino acid, and you can find lots of tryptophan in bananas, in avocados that you can consume about an hour or 2 hours prior to bedtime.
So think of tryptophan like an ingredient for melatonin, and if you don't know what melatonin is, it's just a sleep hormone that helps us fall asleep at night. So one of Chin Moi's recommendations was actually to have a glass of milk before bed. I tried that and it didn't really work. I just ended up fighting all night. I am lactose intolerant, but I do have 27 other things that you could try instead. I have a link down below to a PDF which also includes a sleep tracker. It might be worth to download.
Oh yeah, a warm bath is good too.
As part of our circadian rhythm, our temperature tends to cool down when we need to sleep. A warm bath increases the blood flow to our body, which helps get the heat out of us, so it sort of lines it up with our natural temperature. But there's one question that's probably on your mind, and it's how long do we actually sleep for? And the answer is it depends. It depends on what you're doing.
How much sleep do you get? About 5 or 6
For
hours a
athletes
night.
or anyone who goes heavy at the gym, having more sleep is actually seen to be better for recovery. So maybe aim for maybe 8 to 10 hours if you can. And for studying and academics, 7 hours seem to be the sweet spot. Anything under that, maybe not. You can add this all into the sleep tracker that I have. Before I go, I just want to share with you my practices, bits and pieces that I got from Chin Moi Chow, but also some of the extra research that I did, which may or may not help you as well. Take what you want, try it out. Sometimes I turn it off, but I make sure that I have flux or night shift running on my computer or my phone. I try and switch off at around 9:30, but this is something that I'm trying to work on. In the last half hour, I try and find something to read, whether it's a Medium article that I can print off or an ebook for my Kindle. I make sure that I charge my phone outside, forcing me not to use it in bed. And then I read for however long until I feel sleepy. I do try and set the same time for my alarm, but honestly, it's hard sometimes.